What's going on, everyone? This is Dan French, and this is The Sound Off, and I'm going to talk today about an article that recently came out for homeowners and the wealth that they've gained over 10 years. Overall, they've gained $8.2 trillion, and the middle income households have gained $2.1 trillion over the last 10 years as well, according to the Las Vegas Association of Realtors. Now, I think a lot of times you look at the problems that people are looking at to getting into a home today. There's just no homes to get into. You have to overpay for a home, especially here in Las Vegas. I think that, some of the properties and some of the inventory here in Las Vegas is starting to open up just a little bit, but we're going to continue to see these problems. And with this scarcity, I'm going to talk about how much appreciation has happened here in the fourth quarter in 2021. Let's get right into this video. All right, guys, so let's get into this topic. So you look at Las Vegas, you look at the top metropolitan areas that people are moving to and the home appreciation for the fourth quarter of 2021, and we came in third, Las Vegas. Others on the list, at the top of the list was Arizona, then you had Atlanta, and you had San Bernardino, Southern California area. And so a lot of these places, they're really seeing a huge appreciation. Las Vegas alone in the fourth quarter of 2021 had 251% increase in home appreciation. Now, that's big, right? You look at, this is from 2010 to 2020. You look at, if you bought a home in 2010, and this is not for Las Vegas, but the average home was $162,000, right? When you bought back in 2010. If you held on to that and you sold in 2020, you would gain $229,000 of wealth. That's on top of your house that you purchased. So again, is it the most and easiest way to gain wealth for the middle class person out there? I think it is. We can't look at a home, to me, as being an asset, because look, we saw the crash of 2006 and 7. We saw prices go down. Short sales came in abundance. But you look at where things are at today, it seems like homes always come back, right? Markets always come back. And where we're at today, 23% here in Las Vegas year over year. You have people migrating to Las Vegas. You have job opportunities. And then you have scarcity of homes. We have still historic low rates. So you're seeing a perfect storm of things that these homes are just flying off the shelves. And the problem is that I don't see anything stopping it anytime soon. We did see an increase in homes, in the inventory here in Las Vegas, but the continued drive of people wanting to sustain long-term wealth, the easiest and probably the most frequent way people try to gain that is through home ownership. And so when you see these gains and you see these numbers, 1/3 of our economic market here overall for our country is the housing market. And so there's a lot of jobs that come with it. There's a lot of people that want this to plant their money. I know a lot of people that are investors that just want to put their money into a house because they can get the rents that they want. And look at the gains that you're seeing, So let's talk about how this is a problem. I always feel for everybody getting the same opportunity, but that's not really true here. You look at what's going on since we had the recession in 2006 and 7, and properties then fell 30%, and we've gained quite a bit back, right? In 2021, we talked about the appreciation in homes being at 251% here in Las Vegas, 23% year over year. I think it's going to be a little bit less, but they continue to appreciate at a record pace. And still, overall, we're seeing huge numbers. Now, who does this benefit the most? Higher income households, because they have the ability to put down more money. They have the ability to put down above, if they needed to, above list, or waive the appraisal contingency. They're typically a little bit stronger of a person buying a home. They might even buy cash, right? So you look at the middle income households, the low income households, they're the ones that's suffering. The low income households, their wealth and sustaining wealth is dwindling, year by year. You look at what we saw since 2010 to 2020, the average wealth for a low income household has diminished from 78% down to 68%, right? You look at, has it increased for the higher household income? Absolutely. It's rose for all of these household incomes that are in the higher earnings, right? The wage earnings. And so you're going to see that a lot of these properties are being bought by people that have money, and it's really separating, I hate to say it, it's kind of like the rich versus the poor. It's not really the rich, but the higher income versus the lower income. What opportunities do people have if you're a low income or a middle income household, right? What opportunities do you have to get into a house today? And it's really hard. If you're somebody for down payment assistance and you need to get some support, or you're coming in with just the minimum down payment, good luck on getting into a home. It's not a good place to be, and I can't see this stopping. One of the things that you look at and we talk about is if prices go up too quick, too fast, what's gonna stop that? Well, we need inventory. I think that's the big elephant in the room. We have 2,200 homes recently that I've seen in a report here in Las Vegas. Overall, I haven't seen homes over 2,500. I can't think, maybe in the last year. So until that happens, and people have a place to go after they leave their house, and you see properties come on the market, everybody has an opportunity, you're going to continue to see that separation. And really the only people that are going to be sustaining wealth is the higher income households. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Also like this channel and subscribe to the channel. Like the like button. I really want to start putting out traction for what's going on here in Las Vegas. Please support the channel, give it some love. We'll see you guys at the next one.